Well, greetings and salutations. This is Rick. I do hope you're having a great day. Today we're camping. Well, it's been a long time since I made a video, so I thought I'd dust off the camera. You may recognise where we are now. I'm camping at Damon's field with Damon and Joe, and we're expecting Dan to come along at some point a bit later. Got all sorts planned this weekend, including a little bit of a knees up, I think you can call it.
Knees up, mother brain, knees up, mother brain.
Joe's discovered mobile electricity, and on this new fandangled gadget he's bought. Can I? It's basically mains electricity in a box, and it can power all this stuff. So we've got laser lights, we've got pro sort of beamy lights and things, and we've got smoke bombs. So put that together with some music and lots of cameras, we might have something quite interesting later on, although I may have to either mute the music or make it on a separate video, because otherwise I'm going to end up with copyright issues, but we'll see how that goes. So anyway, I thought I'd just switch the camera on and say hello, and no doubt there'll be other little snippets to follow along in a moment. So, how have you been? Been a little while. Thanks to everybody who keeps getting in touch with me and asking me how I'm doing. Doing okay, actually. I know some people keep asking about the gallbladder thing. Apparently I'm on a waiting list for surgery now, so it's just a case of waiting, and it might be months away, but actually it's settled down again, so that's fine. But yeah, and also the agoraphobia, I'm really working hard on that now, and I've had some help, and basically what I've been doing is I've been doing a little bit more exercise, getting on the treadmill. I've actually now joined a gym as well, but also I've been really strict about doing daily guided meditations, and I know I kind of make them on the other channel, but since I've started doing that daily, and also making a point of stepping out of the house, going out and doing at least something, things have just got a little bit better, and I'm sort of getting out of the house now, and I recently went on, well, I say recently, I actually drove back yesterday. I went on holiday for a week. That was quite good, and so yeah, all things looking up, and I'm quite happy at the moment. Been working on Guinevere as well, and making her a little bit more personalised. The problem is when you start doing these personalisations on your vehicle, it's sort of difficult to know at what point do you stop. So at the moment she's looking great, and I keep getting comments from people saying it looks a bit like the A-Team van, and I think that's because of this red stripe sort of going upwards like that. It gives a little bit of a nostalgic feel. I've got myself some little wolves heads on her. Not quite sure whether that's a good place to put one or not, but it just, I don't know, seemed like a good idea at the time. I've also painted these window surround panels matte black. Like so many other camper vans out there, this is kind of a camper van-y thing. It definitely looks much more like a camper van now. We've got ourselves some decent wheels, proper alloy wheels on there, and we've coloured up the brake calipers. Fortunately we've got discs all round, so it looks like quite sporty. And on the front we've gone for the little, what do you call it, sun visor thingy, and little bonnet stone chip protector. I've also sprayed up the front grille. This was sort of silver, but I've made it like a matte black, which is kind of it's like a rubber finish, which is quite a nice finish actually, I think. So overall, oh yeah, also gone for we've installed some proper daytime running lights which come on during the day, and I did have some indicators on here which did this kind of flashing sequence thing when you turn the indicators on, but unfortunately they failed, so I had to take them off. I was driving along and they were coming on their own. How dangerous is that? It was a little fault in the little control chip, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's what she looks like now. I'm quite happy with her. I was pondering on adding some running lights to the sun visor, some sort of amber running lights, but I think that would be too much. I think that would be over the top. But obviously, oh yeah, the other thing was the we've stuck on some sidebars. Now these are just, you're going to laugh at me for this, and I think the man in the garage is going to have a laugh when he discovers them. These are made from plastic drain pipes, and they're basically glued on to the sills using something called Tiger Bond, which is incredibly strong glue, and these are incredibly lightweight. Now originally I was looking at all sorts of strange brackets and things like that, but I thought they just weren't going to be strong enough. But to actually glue these to the sills, they're glued at the back and the top, and they look great. When again, these come on at night. No, actually no, I'm lying, they come on during the daytime. These are daytime running lights, and when you turn the main lights on, what happens is these dim to half brightness, and the daytime running lights switch off because they're incredibly bright, and then you just go over to the main headlamps. But it's all quite a cool little arrangement, and I'm very happy with it. And she still drives like a dream. I managed to clock up about 3,500 miles now. I've had her a year, so there we go. That's where we stand with Gwen. I do believe there is apple crumble in our future. This is Damon's tree, and there's lots of apples. These are cooking apples, I do believe. I don't think there's as many as there was last year, although he said a lot of them have fallen off in the wind. And he's got his little apple pile here, where he throws them every year. And I keep saying to him, you need to grow some tomatoes on top of this. There's years and years worth of rotted down apples. This soil must be so rich. I would love to build a big frame and grow like a single tomato plant here, and just see how well it does. And I'd imagine it would do extremely well. So I might actually have a go at that next year if Damon's up for it. We'll see. But Joe's doing his cooking thing. How you doing, Joe? You got a steak. Whoa!
Bit of a weird thing. It's going to be a steak curry.
It smells really nice. It's making me hungry, actually. Hello. What's up?
Come and sit on my new seat.
Ooh! Ooh! He's got his new seat.
Boy did well.
That's very nice. Let's have a sit down.
There you go.
I'm not going to end up on a heap on the floor, am I? Oh, this is all right.
It's very good, isn't it?
Yes.
Very good.
It's like
Very
wedge
comfy.
bench now.
It is, yeah. It's like a 3-seater. Very cool. Damon's been doing lots of work. We've got lots of new wiring and gizmos and gadgets gone in, and we've got new seats. And these are, oh yeah, he's having a go at building these blinds, and it's a really good idea. And I'm almost tempted to have a stab myself, but I need more advice off this man. But if you can actually buy these I think they're like Remo blinds. Remis, is it? Right.
Yeah.
And they're actually built into the A pillar, and you just pull them across, but they're really, really expensive. So it's kind of a DIY version of them, and I think there may be in our future a how-to video coming from Damon.
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
No, I'm good, thanks, Joe. I am going to go and make something to eat though, because I'm really hungry. I'm flagging a bit, so I think I'm going to do that, and we'll go from there.
Bye. Love you.
I love you.
The weather is just turning. I need to put this over because it's still quite warm, but there are loads and loads of little midges and mosquitoes, so that net's going to come into its own. In fact, I think I'm going to open the window as well. Let's see what we got in the fridge. Let's have a look. I've got a curry for later in the fridge, and some rice. And what I do is I go for like these takeaway curries that you can get in supermarkets, but I go for the ones without the rice, so it's just the actual curry dish itself. And because when you have rice with it, there's loads of carbohydrates in the rice. So what I'm doing instead is I go for this sort of thing, which is it's brown rice. This is brown basmati whole grain rice, and The problem with brown rice is it's really healthy, it's much more healthy for you than white rice, but you have to cook it for about 3 million years before you can actually eat it. But when you buy these little packets or these little sachets, it's pre-cooked, so somebody else has cooked it for you and you're literally just warming it up. And it's much lower in carbohydrates and calories and everything, and just generally much better for you. So I've been buying it in this format, and it's just much more convenient. It's, you know, I know true chefs out there will probably be scoffing at the idea, but it's just so convenient and so quick. I just go for it. So obviously have this rice with the curry, and it makes a really nice curry, and it's just that little bit less in calories. I've been meaning to try one of these. I haven't tried it yet. This is Wild Pacific Pink Salmon, skinless and boneless. Might just have a tin of that with something, not sure. I might have some of that on some little rice cakes. I think that'll be healthy enough, and I have a little packet of quavers as well. That'll be fine. I'll go with that. Now, while I was on holiday it was in Wales, I was doing a little tour of the coast, and I went down around near Saundersfoot and Tenby, and I've never been to that part of Wales before, and it was a very nice, pleasant little tour that I did for the day. I was getting ready to go home, and I thought, right, I'm just going to have a little drive through Tenby, just have a quick look, see what it looks like, and then I'll head on back to the cottage. And I went into Tenby, and there was this signpost for ancient walled town. And I thought, oh, that sounds interesting. So I went for a little drive through the little high street, and lots of people around, and the road was getting narrower and narrower and narrower, and I started to worry because as the roads got narrower, the people sort of were more and more, there were more and more people there, and all of a sudden I'm starting to think, am I driving down a pedestrianised zone? Because these people are all over the world, all over the road. I'm literally in first gear, crawling along while people are sort of getting out of the way. And again, the streets were getting narrower and narrower. I was really starting to panic. And anyway, I ended up going down this street, and there was this really kind of sharp turn, and it was like walls everywhere. And I'm thinking, I'm not going to fit down there. And so I had to sort of do this escape down this other area, which was like permit holders only. And I thought, oh no, I was really panicking by then. So I had to kind of crawl onto this place, turn around, and the idea was I was going to go back up the road I came, but then I realised there was all these one-way arrows, and I had to go down this tiny walled avenue. And so anyway, I sort of tried negotiating my way down there, and again the roads were getting narrower and narrower, and all the people, there was so many people all having to sort of get out of the way for me to drive through. It was terrifying. And right at the top of that hill I could actually rejoin onto the sort of slightly more main road, but there was this one bit, somebody had left a green wheelie bin on the corner, and I could barely fit through, and the screeching of my tyres as they pressed up against the curb, and I was literally this far away from the wheelie bin on the other side, and luckily a very nice lady sort of saw what was going on, and the noise my tyres were making, like this against the edge of the curb, all these people were watching. It was quite embarrassing. And anyway, this lady saw what was going on, and she sort of hurried over, and she actually pulled the green wheelie bin out of the way. Otherwise I would have had to get out and move it. And I managed to sort of get back on the main road and start heading for home. But I was like this. It takes quite a lot for me to get a bit riled up behind the wheel. I'm pretty confident behind the wheel, but this was pretty scary. But apart from that, it was a great little holiday. I went away with some friends, and it's just nice to get away. But anyway, you don't care about things like that. Why am I telling you? I don't know. I'm going to get on with Miss Salmon and rice cakes. I was down outside making a video. Maybe I should make faces at the window. Oh, he's pointing the camera that way.
Absolutely perfect. You've never seen anything more beautiful than this tree. Stunning.
Okay, so Joe's going to try out Rich's plank experience in virtual reality. When he puts that
Can
on,
somebody send me that footage of...
he's going to be stood in a street, and there'll be a lift behind him. If he goes in the lift, presses the button, it takes him up to this like really tall skyscraper building. And when he opens the lift doors, there's a plank that just comes straight out of the lift. And if you walk on it, there's just like there's this huge drop below you.
Point that end trigger. That one. Just point it where it says confirm.
Whoa, yeah.
Trigger. Yeah. You back in the game?
Yeah.
And just reset it.
Joe's trying it now. I did
Right,
not
so you
like that
reset?
one bit.
Yeah.
Where are you?
there.
Where are you, Joe?
I'm on the street. There's So is there a
There's a
lift
butterfly.
right behind you?
Is there a lift behind you?
a car not behind me? There's a lift here.
Go on then.
Go in the lift.
What do you walk?
Yeah, walk in.
In the lift, turn around, face the door.
Yeah.
And then on your left is a panel. Just push the controller into it. Don't press any buttons. Just push it into the top one.
I can't see. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Whoa.
So he's in the lift going up.
Oh. Sorry.
So there's a plank. What you can see is a plank and like a big drop all around it. It's like walking
Just
the
go to
plank.
the edge
Go
and look down.
It makes the noise. No, I can't. Oh.
Are you on the plank?
Yeah, I'm on the plank.
Yeah.
It's going to fall at the hang on.
It really
If it
messes.
falls, I can't.
It messes with your brain. It actually he knows he's on the grass, but with the virtual reality headset, it messes with your brain, and you actually think you're going to fall. It's really quite funny.
You back on the plank, I take it?
Yeah. There's wind. Is that real wind?
The wind's not virtual,
Actually,
the wind's real, mate.
Yeah. I said it's
It's
probably
not that good.
added to the ambience of it.
That came at just the right time, that didn't it?
It's called Rich's Plank Experience. It's quite a good little experience on virtual reality.
I'm in a field here. But then when you're there, you're thinking, where's the field gone? No, I'm not on the field, I'm on a top of a skyscraper or what have you.
It's like you're in two places at once.
It's absolutely like you're in two places at once.
It's really strange, isn't it?
It's amazing how easy it is to trick the brain, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah, but no, I don't know. The thing is, I don't like lifts and I don't like heights.
You don't want to get that then, do you?
Yeah, what Dan says is right. It's like you're in two places at once, and your brain knows you're like stood in a field, but it's you have to experience it to sort of understand what it's about. But it's
You should be
pretty cool.
down there now, shouldn't you?
Whoa! I can lean on that.
You're right, mate. You're right, I've had enough now.
Joe playing Super Hot.
I can lean on the table. Oh,
You right?
yeah. Right, I'm going to stop.
Super Hot is another virtual reality game. It's really good. It's really addictive. But you end up sort of like crouching around all over the place. And the last time I played it for about 2 hours. It was that good. I couldn't move the next day. My thigh muscles were so like tight. And that's what happens in this particular game, because you end up sort of ducking out of the way. But it's really good to play it in a big field because you've got lots of space to move around. If you're playing it indoors, like I did, I ended up punching my TV because some of these things that are attacking you and coming at you, you have to punch them, and so it's really easy to quickly lose where you are. But in a big field like this, it's much better because you've got some space to move around. As the evening's coming in, I've noticed the mosquitoes are starting to amass, so I decided to put some citrusine bracelets on. These things really stink, but apparently the mozzies don't like them. Whoa, big dragonfly.
have a go on the boxing one, Dan?
You're alright. Too much like hard work, mate.
Yeah. I'm seeing a light on in Dan's. Dan,
Yes, mate.
I think your lights are on.
Are they?
This one is.
Thank you.
This is Dan's new van, by the way. It's the same model as my old silver one. Well, actually, this is a Vauxhall version, but there's Vauxhall, Nissan, and Renault all got into bed together and made exactly the same van, just stuck a different badge on the front. But this one's much more posh. This one's much more posh. Yeah. But can I have a quick look?
Of course you can, help yourself.
Cool. Yeah, this one's really
do.
good. It's got little swivelly chairs on the front, and it's like the classic camper style layout.
Yes.
But you've got a bed upstairs as well.
Yep. See you in a bit, mate.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Actually, I do like his wheel trim. These actually look like alloy wheels, but they're wheel trims. I've never seen ones that clever before. That's quite cool. As opposed to these, I'm still quite happy with these. I actually I got a bigger size wheel than the manufacturer, so you had to get a less tall tyre because you got to keep the same outer diameter in order for your speedometer and everything to sort of be right. But yeah, these are 17-inch wheels, and the manufacturer ones were 16-inch. So, oh, Damon's going for it.
Well, mate. Get him! Whew! He's out. You want to have a go?
I've never tried it. Yeah, I'll give it a go. I'll put this down. Oh, do you want to hold that for a second?
Using the controllers. Ooh, gives you a good workout though, right?
Oh wow, I'm in the boxing ring. Hey, cool.
The way Rick stands, he's like an old-fashioned boxer.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
And then shorts you go down your other knees.
I'm out. He knocked me out.
This is better than telly. Ducking and weaving there, Rick.
That's just wrong. Hit the man while he's down.
Oh, knackered. That's quite fun. That's a hell of a workout. Joe's just setting up his stuff. We're going to get a personal DJ session tonight. 80s music, yeah.
Brilliant. But remixed.
Remixed 80s music, live remixing. I've never seen that in action before, I don't think. So it's going to be quite interesting. I might have to peer over his shoulder while he's working.
That's every DJ's
worst nightmare?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I imagine you sat there, all three of us with our cameras going, go on then.
I've got one
No
VIP
pressure.
ticket. This is the VIP.
Look, Joe, I'm live on Facebook. What are you?
Yeah. This is a mini set. You do this for a living, don't you, Joe? Yeah.
Well, not just this. Loads of.
But you do
musical things.
the live streams where they get piped across the world, or?
Yeah, it's on. It goes on a TV channel. It goes on YouTube. It goes on radio.
Ah.
It's going to be filmed, and
Right.
then something's going to be done with it. Like something's going to be done with this.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
There's secret DJ sets in different places that are strange or people have never thought of. Or
Now, is that going to be globally, or is that just?
this
like
will be
Britain?
global.
Oh, it will be global.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's if you're all right at being on cam.
yeah. Okay.
I don't care, yeah, go for it. I am about to commit sacrilege. Bottle of champagne, and I don't have any flukes. Mugs. We're going to drink champagne from mugs. How uncouth. This is just wrong on many levels. So, what are we celebrating then?
Celebrating
Celebrate.
Years of YouTube friendship between us all, and camping trips and all that sort of thing.
I'll drink to that.
Let me.
Definitely. Yay!
Hey!
Well, that went with a blast.
Champagne. Look, RickVanMan on YouTube, and he's got a website. Check that out.
And Mr. Stanley Longman. Oh, that's still just all bubbles. Cheers.
Here's to life. Cheers.
Life, the universe, and everything.
Yeah.
And YouTube stuff.
Happy growing.
Happy growing.
Oh
yes.
Oh yeah.
What's only half a glass there?
I've got a full mug. Look.
Yeah, you got a full mug of champagne there.
Cool. Bloody hell.
It's good stuff, isn't it?
Oh, it's horrible, isn't it?
Trying to catch midges.
Well, it's getting darker, and the midges are getting like really midgy, and we've got a little visitor,
I've
Buffy.
been called a midget before.
Buffy, what's this? Hello. And Luna over there. And Joe's just about to drop the bass. Whatever that means.
It sounds good.
Yeah. You're on camera, Dan.
Cool.
Right.
I'm calling you last of the autumn cider, okay?
Last of your cider.
That's my little hero too. It's an oldie but goodie.
Do you want the cameras going then?
Yeah, if we can get the cameras going. Yeah. Right. Now I feel really weird because you're all watching me. I do this on my own. Only my dog's watching me. You see?
Are we doing a... So
We're not really-
You started off with
Right.
Right,
not
let's
really
do,
watching you.
Right, we're doing a quick intro.
I won't turn any lights on or
I'm
anything.
not going to play the track straight away.
Alright, okay.
So we can do the quick intro now. So you're going to hear in a minute the very first premiere, as we say, of Living in the Moment, the Joe Wheeler remix. I feel silly for saying that, but
Well, it is. That's very good, and you're going to enjoy it.
so I'm going to play that, but it's going to be mixed in with a load of 80s tracks. Now, I do streaming, DJ streams, radio. It's every weekend, and I get a lot of people from everybody's channel saying, "Oh, I love this. You've got to get the guys in, and you've got to do this when we camp." So, behind us, we've got the gear set up. It's not my complete setup, but it's something that will get us going for an hour. And it's not going to be techno music. I took 80s music, I sampled and played around, and everything's going to be live. Living in the Moment, the remix is going to be first, and then it's going to go through until the final countdown. And
Yay.
I just want to say thanks to Damon.
Thank you,
for
Joe. Thanks
letting
for,
us to-
Yeah, thanks.
Is one of you lot are my best friends, and thank you. So let's get ready to
Rumble!
play this. Yeah.
Jen's live, broadcasting live right now on Facebook.
With glasses so I can see what people are
You
doing.
got any people actually watching?
Yeah, we've got 4 watching.
Oh, cool.
One of them being Damon's dad.
Ah.
Wave to Brian.
Yeah.
Things ever be the same again. It's the final countdown. Never. There we go then.
Hey!
Is that as bad as you thought it'd be?
It's alright, I enjoyed it. It was nice. was very
I see
good.
Rick enjoyed it.
Rick
We
went
would
away.
have pressed the golden buzzer.
Good morning. It is 9 o'clock the next morning. But yeah, I had a good night last night, and Joe did his thing with the DJ thing, and that went on for about an hour. And he was doing a like 80s music mix. Now I couldn't play any. I think I recorded a lot of it, but I can't play any of the audio because it'll just flag up third-party content, copyright flags on my videos. So I may have put my own music on, or some music that I can use as a substitute, but I'm sure I've got enough visuals there to give you an idea what it was all about. So that was good. And then I think we had some apple pie afterwards, which was really nice. So I think we're all heading off probably by about lunchtime today. So I think this morning it's just going to be, you know, coffees, a little bit of a natter, and then sort of go our separate ways.
Tastes nice, isn't it?
That is lovely.
We're just trying one of Jane's recipes, which is cabbage seasoned with some corn sausages. And that's it.
Beautiful.
Cooked in butter. Really, really simple recipe, but really, really tasty. Cheers.
Cabbage.
Mm.
I love cabbage. That is lovely.
What was it we said last night, Joe? Ask anyone if they want anything. It's no, I'm alright. Put it down in front of them.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, I get it.
Thank you, Jane.
Thanks, Jane.
We were having a discussion earlier about how the overall look of the vans, and we worked out Dan's is like a stormtrooper and mine's more like Darth Vader.
Nina's Princess Leia in her white suit. The goodie.
The sun's shining. We were expecting this weekend to be really rainy and horrible, but look, it's blue sky and everything out there.
You know what? I'm going to make that when I get home.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
That's exactly what we said when we tried it, wasn't it? With Jane.
Jen loves it as well.
It's so simple.
Healthy and yeah, that's nice.
Apart from the 2 slices of butter I put in there.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right, we've got some really nice juicy apples on the tree here. They're up quite high, but we have an apple picker, which is this little bag with a little pronged forks on it, and I'm just going to take a few apples home with me. I think some of the guys want some as well. The size of that one, it's huge. There we go, that should do it. Nice little collection there. So, anyway, I think we're all getting ready to go off home very shortly. I'll just have one last coffee before we go. I'm down to virtually no battery on the camera, so I think now's a good time to sign off. So, I think that's it from me. I'm not sure whether I'm still on my little sabbatical or not. I'll find out if and when I make another video. So until then, it's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from me, and honestly, I've not been scrumping. Rick has.
Caught red-handed.
It just looks dodgy, but it's Rick's fault. He was scrumping. See you later, everybody.
And it's goodbye from Damon. Say bye, Damon.
Right.
Wait.
Well, Mum's washing up. after Mum's cooked everybody for breakfast. See you later, bye.
And it's goodbye from Joe, who's waving over there in the caravan. Give us a wave, Joe.
Bye.
So that's it. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of the day, and I look forward to chatting with you another time. Till then, take care.